Hey everybody, hope your day is going well. We are back with Aurora, The Conflict of the Mind. What an interesting title. Seems like it's written for me. And this is the next one in her new album, which was apparently also one that was out before, because there's already a video from 4 months ago. So, hey, if there's a video, we're probably going to do those. And if it's not, we're just going to do audio only. So, hey, listen to this one. I'm excited.
Da, da. It's a complicated story that we never talk about, but I see it in the mirrors, in the curtains of our house. I don't want you to be worried that we're running out of time.
Wow.
It doesn't matter where we're going, we can leave it all behind.
Wow. First of all, I love the way she's delivering those lines, because she's almost sitting there as a spectator in the room, almost as a ghost, and it's almost like it's a little bit ghostly, from outside. From outside looking in, you could see it in the curtains, in the mirrors, like the house tells a story almost of a family, of people, but also looking in the mirror can be self-reflection, looking inside of you, introspection, and everybody is, don't be worried about running out of time, like almost like be present in the moment. Don't worry about that stuff, because you're here with your family, you're here just, even if you're by yourself, enjoy the moment, really. And I really like that almost heartbeat, the song, like, oh, that's a great instrumental.
Running out of time. It doesn't matter where we're going, we can leave it all behind. Only when I see you cry, I feel conflicted in my mind. It fills my heart up and it breaks me at the very same time. When you open up the gates for me and leave the world behind, we find proof of love is hidden in the conflict of the mind.
Wow, that's powerful. And then you see opening the, there's, conflict of the mind is such a great, it's a concept that can be explored in so many different ways as well. There's so much to do. And she's really, I like that a lot. That's great. That's great. And man, her voice is just, it's out of this world. It's out of this world. That's a great description. It's so, I don't know, man. It just grabs you. And conflict, sometimes, it fills you up with joy and sorrow. Some things, humans can be so much walking contradictions, right? And that's when you're fighting a tug of war. And it's okay, actually, to have these conflicting feelings. It's fine. That's normal. But we're sometimes scared to talk about in certain situations that we can say, yeah, I love that kind of behavior, but I also hate it, or it's that's just being human. That's just being human. I love how she explores that and talks about this in this one, and then the family. Oh man, it's heartbreaking. Ooh.
I found a thirst with only
in the context of a relationship, it's like when they stop communicating. Oh, what? Man. And then you could also take it in the context of yourself, digging through the dirt with your fingers, really. Were you looking for something, or were you burying something like traumas? But also just in the context of a relationship, sometimes we put things on the back burner, but that comes back to haunt us if we really don't communicate about it and be silent about it. It's going to come out eventually, even in yourself. If you bury emotions deep down, it's going to spill over eventually. We can't, keep everything bottled up, which I am a person who naturally does that, and had to learn to open up. Wow. And then also there's a thirst inside your soul, with the wine there, but also a longing for something, a yearning. Oh, what a great lyrics. I already knew when I saw the titles that this was going to be, something that you could really unpack. And lyrically, she is always on point. And then there's the voice. I love the way it sounds as well. The production, the mixing. This album, of the stuff that I heard is so good.
Inside your cup, in your eyes I saw a longing, while I long to lift you up. Only when I see you cry, I feel conflicted in my mind. It fills my heart up and it breaks me at the very same time. When you open up the gates for me and leave the world behind, we find proof that love is hidden in the conflict of the
Wow.
Don't let your spirit die. This is just a conflict of the mind. Is your heart alive? Overcome a conflict of the mind. Don't let your spirit die. This is just a conflict of the mind. Is your heart alive? Overcome a conflict of the mind. Don't let your spirit die. This is just a conflict of the mind. Is your heart alive? Overcome a conflict of the mind.
Whoa. That laugh at the end there, that silent. Wow. That was it. The actors in the video were incredibly well in character too. They didn't really break. That was a little bit eerie to see, but it happens. Family's complicated, guys. Family's complicated. But there's that ending line again with that hope she leaves there, like, "Don't let your spirit die. This is just a conflict of the mind." It's really also, communicate, guys, communicate. Because you keep waging war inside your own mind. Nobody really knows that, and everybody at the table, for example, spinning their own stories. They never align, and then when it finally comes out, everybody has their own story, and it doesn't align, and then you argue about it. And maybe if you would have opened up a little bit earlier, it would have been easier to communicate and align your stories. But if we go down that rabbit hole of our own thoughts, that own conflict in the mind, we start to have conversation that actually never happened, and see things that maybe not there, and then we're talking next to each other when it finally does come out. at least in my experience. um, Again, incredibly thought provoking song. Very interesting production on this one. Really engaging how they played with the left and the right in the headphones here. Uh, Definitely, if you haven't listened to this with headphones on, do it. Do it. It's an experience. Her voice, like I said, it grabs you, man. It just picks you up at the beginning of the song and then drops you off again. It's like an invisible force that takes you along a story, which she actually said in the beginning. Great stuff, man. Looking forward to the next one. I keep seeing Starvation. When I scroll down YouTube, I say, yeah, but it's not. It's not there. I'm not there. YouTube. I want to do this in order for one time. I know I usually jump around, and YouTube knows I jump around, like House of Pain. If you know that reference, come on. But I'm gonna do it in order for this time. For one time, my mind is not conflicted about this. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you, Aurora, for making such great music. Really, it's awesome. Have a wonderful day. Peace.